because apparently YouTube was like, you're frozen. So jump over there real quick.
Hey y'all, so
Y'all, let's make sure everyone can hear me. I can't believe this. Yeah, I can't believe this. Can you believe it? So I am going to try to share the new link on my stories. Horrible. Horrible, y'all. I can't just share. I'm trying to be so. Y'all, just give me a second. I was trying to be bootleg into it. Okay. Okay. Great. I'm gonna put myself. I don't have to hear me trying to figure this out because I don't know. On my side, it wasn't frozen anymore, but child, I don't know. And I was just talking about Mercury retrograde. Wasn't I just talking about Mercury retrograde, y'all? And the craziness of it. And so now I'm trying to let me make sure. Tell the people where to go. New link. Okay, so we were talking about. I'm just gonna redo this whole part of the reading. So I don't know if y'all caught anything. We are live now. But okay, so if we go back, hello everybody. Let me know if y'all can hear and all that good stuff. Sadly, if you missed the astrological whoop de whoop and all the breakdown, honey, you'll have to go back to part one. It's now posted. But this is for the water signs. Let's recap. We got Two of Swords, Page of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords. We have the Sun reversed. Yeah, that was reversed. Then for Oracle cards, we're using the space between Notes Oracle. We have Communicates. We have Rest, which is why I say I was like water signs. You know, if you go back to the full moon, total lunar eclipse in Virgo breakdown that I stated, says some of y'all will probably need rest. And then we also have No. Okay, so Two of Swords, right? Two of Swords is all about decision making, but you would think it's saying be intuitive about your decision making, right? It's not overthinking, it's being precise, especially with Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords precise and logical and strategic and confident. Queen of Swords is confidence. And right now, what I'm feeling like water signs is that certain things you're not as confident about. And I think it's because you're either overthinking it or there's some type of insecurity here with the Page of Swords reverse. It's some type of doubt. It's some type of, for some reason, I want to say shame. It's some type of you feel like you don't know enough to execute, make the decision to go forward. And the Sun reverse is saying that with the problems or the things that you think there's problems with, there may not be solutions. There is. The sun is still the sun, even if it's cloudy. There's still a silver lining with the clouds. Where are you feeling like? I'm gonna say this with the no card here, water signs. I'm gonna say this. If you have to overthink it and overcomplicate it, the answer is no. That's not the right decision. If the right decision helps you feel free and you have some type of rest going on, if you feel like we don't have to overextend or do, that's the right decision. You're too intuitive to really be in your head about certain things, water signs. You can't do that. It is making you insecure. It's making you overthink. It's making you be in defense mode. It's making you feel sad. Um, because two of swords, like I said, is decision making. And the thing that you want to make a decision about intuitively, water signs, the Queen of Swords here is saying like you already made the right decision because because people think logic doesn't feed into intuition or intuition doesn't feed into logic, but they both feed into each other. So interestingly enough, communicate is here. And I think I wonder if that's why like shame came up because maybe like this is stupid that like what I'm crying about. This is stupid what I'm frustrated about. Like, but if you're overwhelmed, if you feel a certain type of way, maybe you do need to communicate what's really going on because right now you're in your head and you're not really listening to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the heart chakra. You're not listening to your third eye, your team, your spirit team, whatever, because of the situations. In water signs, specifically Pisces, I think what's getting you tripped up this season is like, okay, your birthday season, but all this stuff is going on. Who cares? Tap into Venus retrograde in Aries, focus on you a little bit. Um, so that you can like really ground. I think for water signs, this Virgo total lunar eclipse, this full moon that's coming up, you need to ground. You most need to ground, and maybe your grounding is in rest. Maybe you don't need to go out. Maybe you need to be in the bed, like rubbing your feet together. You know, maybe it's a good time for you to take a spiritual bath. Maybe, especially Pisces rules feet, and so maybe you take a good foot bath, a good foot wash, like a water, like a white cleansing mental clarity one. Your feet is also like, your feet is temperature control, it's balance, it's how things get in and come out. Energy as well. The feet are important. It's the reason why, why if you are a person who has a menstrual cycle, like you should always have your feet covered during your cycle to keep you warm and regulated. I want to say something else about know and communicate and communication. Something about if someone asks you to do something crazy, say no, or not crazy, or something that interferes with what you have going on, to say no. Also, heavy on the rest. Let's see. Let's see. Can I get some clarifiers? So another message wants to come out for you, water signs. Can I get clarifying for water signs? Anything clarifying? Okay. Interesting. Let me double make sure. Okay, clarifying card, water signs. I get the Hierophant. I don't know if I can see that. The Hierophant. Okay. Most definitely, this is going back to the Hierophant is an authority figure, but it's a religious mentor, preacher, elder, ancestor, right? The Hierophant, which makes sense. With this being such a heavy Pisces, season, and like when I talked about previously, water signs, I think you really do need to talk to your spirits and ask them, what do you need to do? Like, are you supposed to be doing something specific right now that caters to a greater community, which goes back into feeling and self-fulfilling purpose for yourself? I think you need to be more grounded in your spirituality, whatever that is, in a manner that's not cultish. So I just went on a small rant last night about what self-esteem, and I think, intuitively that's probably why it came out because I see so many people fall into cults and conservatism and alt-right because they lack self-esteem and self-worth, and for a number of reasons. And then they go to religion that does not feed into their self-love. If your spirituality does not say, hey, you are baddie, you need to go to another belief system, okay? So I want to do a caveat. I'm not saying going like into cults, into like, so I'm saying be grounded, right? I'm saying you need to figure out for you, right? And then how that is going to serve the greater community or the communities you're in. But that requires you to have or to know when to say no to certain things. It requires you to communicate. It requires you to rest, and it requires you to talk about how you may be feeling overwhelmed or not great or whatever it is, water signs. I need you to tap in that because you intuitively know what's next. You intuitively know the steps. It's not it's not that you're going to have a problem executing. It's the problem of starting the execution, of whatever you're trying to plan or whatever you want. Because whatever you want wants you, but like what insecurities is there that may be stopping that? And maybe also that advice person, the spiritual whoever, can help guide you. And I'm gonna have to go back to the other video as you guys know I am open for readings if that person needs to be me. Okay. Just DM me, just email me, all that good stuff. So I feel like that's it, water signs. Let me double check. Double check. Okay. Is that all for water signs? Okay. We're going to move to fire signs next. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages for water signs. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know. You can yell at me. I don't mind. Hopefully that resonates for y'all, water signs. Now let's move to the good fire signs. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. As I said before, I pre-shuffled the tarot cards. I did not look at them, so we are experiencing this together. Yeah, we're experiencing this together. Interesting. So we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. I like her. She resonates with you guys. Then we have the full moon reversed. So we'll have to pull out the good book for that. And then we have the star reversed. Right? Listen, Linda. I would say fire signs. If you've been waiting on something to come through, and it feels like, okay, I feel it's about to come through. I don't think. I know the retrogrades are delaying things. The retrograde are delaying your blessings. And that's not necessarily on you. The Queen of Wands, Spirit is asking you to embody her, because the Queen of Wands is like strategic in action, while the Queen of Swords is like strategic in like thought process of this is what we should do. Like if this is think about this, okay? If the Queen of Swords is the person who puts the paperwork together, the Queen of Wands is the executioner. She has the confidence to do so. She knows her skill sets. She's also really good financially. When she comes up, she could be somebody's financial advisor. The Queen of Wands is just an underrated queen, right? But she is necessary because she is the growth. She's the everyday, day-to-day action. And the Spirit is saying, although there are some delays, you need to continue to do the action so that you'll be already prepared. Like, oh, this finally, ooh, oh Lordy. Something popped up. Like, yeah. I'm going to go into the book and talk about the full moon reverse in a hot second. Because we have at the end of the month, we have a new moon in Aries. So we'll see what that's about. Any other messages for fire signs out of this deck? Any other? Okay. Anything else? Okay, get ready so you don't have to stay ready so you have to get ready. This what just came up. Interesting. Okay, let's see. See which ones for. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't okay. All right. So let's talk about the card that says it is the full moon reverse. Let's see what the good book, has to say about this. So when it comes to moon cards, wow, wow. So full moon reverse. If the full moon upright, make sure there's no reversal in here. Full moon upright talks about energy, clarity, and attentiveness. But full moon reverse goes right back into the star reverse, right? Talks about this feeling of delayed blessings. And I think full moon reverse talks about not necessarily needing to clear out anything or it's saying continue to go with the status quo, right? Continue to go with those day-to-day. Actually, why we're just saying like stay ready so you don't have to get ready. You don't need anything new. Fire signs. You need to continue with what you've already doing and in a way that is confident. Something said fake it till you make it. Also, and I think that really goes back to still doing the day-to-day process of things, putting the little pieces into process or the put all the pieces together in steps because you have nourish. Now, nourish is not necessarily always about how we nourish our bodies and our spirits and emotions and mentality. I mean, it can be, right? Because the Queen of Wands is a confident girl. Okay. She is very amicable, right?